Hey guys, came for 15, back at it with my co-host, the Red Wolf, and we are back. I know it's been probably like 6 weeks, but we are back with the Dawn.
I honestly forgot that we actually put the Don off
Yes,
for
and
this long. Yeah, I thought we were caught up with the reviews, but no. I guess it really like slipped my mind.
no, we've been bad. Now we are caught up. We know what happens, but unlike what we did with solo leveling, we don't want to be lackadaisical with it. We want to go back and we want to review the episodes so then you guys can hear our thoughts. That's what we want to do, and that's what you guys are going to get.
Hmm.
So we'll try to get these videos out as fast as we can, but obviously, like I said, there's no guarantees.
Hmm.
But we'll do the best we can. So last week, many weeks ago, almost basically the start of October, we talked about episode 1 and how like crazy episode 1 was with the will you give me your bananas and shit like that.
Sure, then give us your banana.
I might have to rewatch that episode just to laugh my ass. I
Yeah,
still can.
the way Momo was like, kill me.
So anyways, episode 2. Episode 2 further develops the friendship that we have our boy Okurun and Momo um build. But again, we get some funny business, but then they also go up against another alien slash ghost hybrid or spirit hybrid.
Alien, I guess, with supernatural abilities. I don't know.
Yes. Anyways, so we start the episode off basically ending the episode from episode 1, and essentially Momo still can't believe that Okarun's name is Ken Takakuro, which
Yeah,
is her idol of her favorite manga, I think she reads or whatever. It's hilarious.
that or like her favorite actor. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, and she's like, "Don't ever use that name again." And I'm like, "Geez, you're just so mean." And Ken's like, "But that's my name." She's like, "You're Okarun now. You're Okarun." I'm
And
like,
if you use it, and if you use that name again, I'll kill you.
"Yes, sadly." Um, so you have that happening. So she ends up like, "All right, let's go to my house." So they're walking, and you know, they realize it's daytime. They get home, or they get to her house. But as he steps into her house, we have it to where Okarun starts just lighting on fire. And he's just like, oh, make it stop! Make it stop! And he's essentially lighting on fire because of,
A
well,
barrier. The barrier
barrier.
around her
Like,
house because her grandmother put it up.
yeah, so we find out her grandmother is also into this whole stuff. And then it's kind of like a talisman. It basically, I guess, keeps her house away from the supernatural elements from breaking in and everything. So what she ends up doing is she ends up taking it off, and then he slowly but surely walks through, and then he's okay and he's fine. And I loved it because she's like, safe! Like it's baseball. So, what
I just love their dynamics so much.
Yes. I think it's not we especially I know we're not at the episode yet, but like I like the dynamic in the most recent episode where it's clear they want to see each other. And they're just like, is he thinking about me? Is he thinking about me? Is she thinking about me? Is she thinking about me? I want to see her. I want to see. I'm
Dude,
really liking their dynamic and their romance building.
yep. Keep in mind, guys, this is just the beginning, and oh my goodness.
I'm waiting for them to finally have their first kiss. Even though people were clipping the fact that I guess they kissed when they bumped into each other in the sixth episode.
Let's save that for another day. Let's save that for
Anyways,
another day.
she's like, all right, I'm gonna go get dressed. You stay, close the door and everything, right? He closed the
Mhm.
door. He already turned him back into Turbo Granny. And it leads to a scene where she's like, all right, leave the damn door open, just don't look. So she changes into a very cute outfit. I can't lie, it's cute. Momo's cute.
Not gonna lie, not gonna lie, she has a good sense of style.
Yeah, she does. She does. You have some banter back and forth between the two. We kind of find out like why Okurun wanted to talk to her. Because strictly, obviously, the stuff he was getting bullied for, and she defended him, and she just felt like, hey, you've helped me, and I just felt interested, and I wanted to talk with you more and everything, and I thought we were alike until I found out you're into ghosts and everything, and I'm into aliens. So, it was a nice little moment. He wants his friend. He wants a friend that will be by his side and be there. And
Mhm.
Momo did a nice thing in the first episode.
Yeah, he also kind of pucked himself down. Also, like I'm sorry if after this whole situation is over, you can go back to not talking to me anymore. I don't because he feels like it's his fault that she's in danger right now, and but then also Momo also got on by saying that's another reason why you can't have any friends. The way you keep thinking like that, and you push people away for that reason. And yes, and Okurun like stays quiet for a moment and then says, "Bitch."
She's like, "What did you call me?"
Yeah, and, their bantering keeps going on until they hear a doorbell.
Also, I forgot to mention there was this one funny thing because she was asking about his dong or his banana,
Oh God.
and he's like, "Well, it's not there." And she's like, "Oh, can I see it? Can I see it?" And I'm just like, "Oh my goodness." So that whole situation was hilarious. But yes, the doorbell rings, and it's not the doorbell you would typically hear.
Yes, it's the doorbell you would hear if if apparently like evil spirits like break in.
Yes, and
Yes, and she also quickly realizes she forgot to put the talisman back. So
yeah. So that ends up happening, and they end up getting attacked, or they end up going outside. Now they try to escape, but literally the outside is walled off, and it's legitimate concrete, like legitimately, and it's like, oh shit, like what the hell is happening? And next thing you know, they start. Well, it was Okurun first that starts coughing up blood, and
no,
she's
actually
like,
it was Momo that like started bleeding out first.
uh-huh, and
And
then
then
and
and
then it
then
was
and then she hears Okarun like struggling, and then he starts coughing up blood, and then
yes,
slowly she turns around and then sees a huge figure hovering up the on top of the shadow, and
yes. And it's this gigantic sumo thing, and they're just like, what the hell is that? Now, the sumo thing makes the mention is like, give me your banana. And I'm just like, what?
oh my bad, I lost connection for a moment there. What the
Oh,
heck?
but as I was saying, the sumo thing was saying, give me your banana.
Yeah, and she's like, "You banana? Don't tell me I have another one in there." And then Okarun like, "Of course not."
And then that's when they kind of put two and two together is the fact like, well, the only thing that would be asking for a banana is, well, the
Those
alien.
aliens from before, so they sent this big idiot after them again.
Yes, and somehow it got entranced in some sort of spirit thing.
Mhm.
So this thing is, they're dodging and they're doing the best they can to try to dodge and fight this thing off. But then you get a moment to where it was just, I'm sorry, one of the most badass moments and one of the most badass looking forms I've ever seen in anime, period.
It is actually it is. Yes,
So Okarun's like, listen, just let go and let Toro Granny go crazy because I'm not afraid. So she does
yeah,
that, and
yeah. She basically tried to like just keep control of his mind,
yes,
and and That, as he said, one of the more badass looking forms.
This man legitimately he's like emo mode, but badass. His
Mhm.
mouth looks like something out of what we would see out of Kaiju number 8. His hair is all flowy like a Super Saiyan. I'm just like, what is that? I remember when I first watched it, I was like, what is this? I'm like, this thing looks cool.
Yeah. Like I mean I knew some of these characters were gonna get some form, some like transformations, but oh my goodness. He went Super Saiyan right there.
Yes, like Super Saiyan fused with a Kaiju number 8 or something like that. You know, a Kaiju. It looks badass, and he's like more like he's like a mellow like type of version of himself, and he's just like, oh, what's up, babe? It's like he's an emo like confident dude, and even Mom was like, you're different than what Okurun actually is.
Why do I feel like the one she idolizes is basically exactly like that? Why do I feel like
I
why
can see it in future episodes. She'll probably kind of start, I won't say respectfully, she'll probably somewhat start to get turned on by that.
I mean she gets turned on just hearing the name, so
So, that was funny right then and there within itself. And it's just like, oh my goodness. And this dude, he's not only strong in this state, he's freaking fast as hell. Like
yeah.
like the sumo monster was going for an attack, and then he just picks up Momo and just dodges instantly. And her eyes are closed. She's like, Okurun? And he's like, oh.
Oh my God, what a drag.
So, yeah. Now he can't really hold it in. Like at some point, I think he takes an attack, and then he reverts back to his regular Okurun self. Um,
Yeah, yeah, apparently his body can't take that for too long.
Yes, and then also too, like the gas that the thing is like spraying, the sumo wrestler spraying, it's the same gas that's making them cough up the blood and everything. So in a weird way, it's kind of like it was like a poison essentially, right?
Mhm.
But anyways, Momo gets the bright idea to be like, all right, I'm gonna save you, Okurun. And she ends up taking like all these goddamn attacks from the sumo monster. And Okurun's like, no, stop it, don't do me, hey, hit me. And she's just taking these attacks. One, I'm just like, she's human. How is she taking this?
Apparently from what I can tell, she's using her her psychic abilities to at least defend herself, kind of, but obviously it's not working really well.
Yes. But
Yeah,
she ends up grabbing Okurun.
yeah,
Um,
because the sumo wrestler like punched so much to the point that he actually made a crater, which finally makes her like outside the
outside the
gate.
barrier.
Yeah, and yes, but as you said, she grabbed Okarun and holds him. Nice, and she even uh, uses her psychic abilities to pick up the talisman and puts it back in place. And where's the
Slaps,
deal?
slaps it on, and then the thing burns to death, and it's over. They stop the talisman, and things go back to normal. And they kind of have a nice little laugh about that, about them escaping that horror that they were stuck in. Okarun is legitimately like all up in Momo's boobs because after that, he's just hugging the shit out of her. And
She's just hugging the shit out of him, you mean?
yes, and then the thing is, they end up laughing about it, but then she passes out, and
Uh,
obviously,
yeah,
if she
Turbo.
passes out, well, she can't stop him from turning into Turbo Granny.
And yes, and that's where the cliffhanger. That's the cliffhanger right there.
Yep. Going into episode 3, so that's what we get there, and yeah. But I really did enjoy episode 2. I wish we could have done like our actual like live reactions when the episode came out, but when I first watched it, I was just like, Oh no, this show is gonna be goated. This show is gonna be goated. I'm like, it's living up to the hype from what
Yeah, it's
I'm
good.
watching.
I mean, it's weird, obviously, but it's good. It's a good kind of weird.
And it's something different. It's a shonen show, but it's unique and different. Then I'm like, it's always cool to see a shonen series that is different than typical shonens. Like, like a Chainsaw Man. That's different. And with even though it's a battle shonen, it's still different in the way they handle things. This is just like kind of a unique, weird type of shonen.
Hmm.
And I like it. I'm liking it. I'm like again, we'll continue to talk about the relationship between Okurun and Momo, but I love the characters and their bond with each other because they play off each other so damn well to make it look like, okay, no, they are perfect for each other.
Hmm. They're gonna make stories in the future like, and that's how I met your mother.
Oh, there was also a funny moment when he first got on fire, his hair he came off like half-headed.
Yeah.
I forgot what she said, but she
Oh,
made fun of it.
oh yeah, and I forgot that at the end of the episode, his hair like got all spiky and looks pretty cool on it.
Yes, yes, yes. So, in the next episode that we will review, which hopefully it'll be Tuesday, night or Tuesday afternoon, whenever. We'll be talking about Hot Grandma finally showing up.
I still can't get over that. That's a grandma. I still can't get over it.
To
That's
be
a
honest, I guess you can say she should be like Aunt May from the MCU Spider-Man.
I was like, she looks like she's in her 30s or 25 or younger,
Especially the way she talks. Well, we do watch the dub though.
and especially the way she dresses. Like, holy hell.
Yes, the only time you're actually gonna have people simping for a gilf.
A gilf? Is that a word now?
Gilf is a thing. It's basically like MILF, but
I never heard that before, but
yes,
wow.
yes. Gilf is basically the same thing as MILF, but the only thing is instead of technically MILF means for mom and
Yeah,
stuff
I
like
heard
that.
I heard a MILF, I heard DILF, I never heard GILF, but
Gilf is in terms of grandma. So she'll probably be the hottest grandma you'll ever see in anime
very
period.
likely. Very likely.
Unless somebody's grandma ages really well. Or I guess you say gracefully. But hey, it's okay. There's some hot grandmas out there. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, man.
Anyways, we're gonna get out of here. We'll be back with episode 3 review talking about the GILF. Hot Granny. Because I can't wait to talk about her. She let's just say she's a very intense character at the same time, super strong.
And
For a woman of
very
her
unpredictable.
Definitely unpredictable. I still can't remember how she was after the situation was over. I know we're going, but I love the fact where she was like, "Come on, let me see your banana. I need to see if it's in place."
Yeah, but that's for a future episode, guys.
That's for a future episode. But anyway,
So sorry about my hasty friend here.
yeah, I know. Anyways, as you can tell, we love Dadan Dadan.
Dun dun dun.
Anyways, yeah, say it again 3 times fast.
Dun 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 dun.
Okay, now you're sounding like the
Dun, dun,
goddamn.
dun, dun,
Okay, you're
dun,
sounding
dun.
like the damn opening now.
That's basically the point.
Also, can I just say this? The more I hear the damn opening, it's a fucking banger. It's a fucking banger.
I'd be dancing like Momo in the opening.
Oh, and that one part of the opening.
Yeah.
Listen, when she's doing that little shake and jive, I'm like, I'm feeling some.
Dang, she got
One, she got moves. Two,
she
the
went
animation goes hard on that.
Yeah.
3, she has me feeling some sort of way when I saw her dancing.
I know. Me too, actually.
Like when she was doing that, I'm like, yes, please.
Dang,
Do that
you
right
get,
in front of me.
dang, you get it, girl.
All right. Anyways, I'm gonna go so I can watch the end of this Clipper game and catch you guys later. So then, guys, have a great rest of your night or day or when you this video, and we'll be back with episode 3. Hopefully, it comes out the next day. Till then, guys, peace.
Peace.